Hello, my name is Anna Polukord. I'm self-taught artist from Lithuania. In my art, I mostly focus on paintings and objects. I grew up in a family where all the children were raised as artists. My sister is a professional musician and my brother is a visual artist. I studied violin at a school for arts. I studied jazz guitar at an academy of art. And after graduating, I became seriously interested in painting. Throughout my life, I've been surrounded by people who were involved with art, and I always knew that I belong within the artistic sphere. It's where I feel most at home and where my strengths lie. Being an artist involves working a lot, just like in any other profession. It requires a lot of dedication and sometimes reconciliation, rethinking. I believe that a painting can have a dialogue with the viewer, shaping and contributing to their existing views. After we experience a piece of art, we no longer remain the same because we are adjusting our inner world. I developed a certain freedom in understanding what I like in art and what I want to do within the realm of art. I trust my curiosity and it leads me to interesting results. Throughout the years, my artistic style is developing into something new, and I know that my art does not necessarily have to be beautiful all the time, even though I prefer it to be. Art for me is like a religion, or like Tarkovsky said, a prayer, which I assume I need to repeat every day, on good days and on bad days. This is what will always save me if I dedicate my soul to it. It reminds me of unconditional love that nobody can take away from you. Also, I understand that success will not necessarily come in a few days or even many years. Learning and getting inspiration from other artists is important for me too. If I am being honest, I would like to separate myself from any connection with anything within my work, but everything turns out the other way around. I would like to expand the boundaries of the perception of the art object, that the object itself does not necessarily have to be fully understood and clear. That it can also bring the idea of incomprehensibility, just like things in life we cannot fully understand in our being. God, the universe, love, cruelty, sacrifice, life and death, etc. However, while I do not consciously try to make associations during the process, the result often helps these associations to emerge. One painting will remind me of Monet's gardens, another will be called Night in Tunisia, a dedication to the song of Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie. After the war in Ukraine started, my stop-war painting was created. I have a piece of artwork created together with my 2-year-old son titled Infinity. I probably cannot run away from these influences around me or the circumstances I find myself in, but I don't have to. We have all emerged from something, and so everything is significant. Our ancestors, environment, sons and daughters, friends, people who have influence on our lives. I do not exactly know how they influence my work, but these are creators, people I admire. Ingmar Bergman, cinema director. Selma Lagerlöf and Knut Hamsun, authors. Kokoschka, Schiele, Kalela, Munch and Braque, early 20th century modernists and expressionists. Rodriguez and Susan Vega, musicians, and my son Jerome. As always, I'm working on a few canvases simultaneously, and I'm also trying to realize my ideas for objects. The result of my work is often unpredictable, so I simply enjoy the process, and I do not blame myself for not being able to finish the work within a specific time frame. For me, the biggest challenge of being an artist is attempting to balance the joys of motherhood with finding time for creativity. Sometimes time is sorely lacking. If I would meet my younger self, I would advise trusting my own curiosity more and to be braver and more determined in things I want to achieve. I have been using self-made powder in my practice for a while now, as well as egg yolk and building materials. I have given up using the usual brush. When I'm working, I like to listen to music, talk shows and podcasts. Sometimes my mom plays piano in the other room. But I don't always need a background. Much more often the process just happens in silence. Often I run to the studio and I don't even have time to let anything go. I get involved in the creative process quite easily. I also have plenty of time to rest from the studio, so I return to it with joy. I'll be honest, I really like the feeling when another person feels so strongly about a painting that they want to buy it for their own home. The artwork has become significant enough for them to purchase and adopt it into their worlds, inner world and outer world. Paintings are displayed on walls, outer world, but buying a painting means that somehow it has become a part of oneself, inner world. For me, this is a sign that art can unite people, that it is possible to influence others, and that artists can occupy a significant place in the world. After all, the word artist is often associated with a person without a place under the sun. In my opinion, being an artist means you are free. Not everyone likes freedom, and not everyone seeks it, but I think it is one of the most important aspects of human existence. The ideas of expanding oneself, revealing one's potential, creativity, spirit, energy, mood, hope, optimism. These are the ideas I would like to convey to people with my work. I believe that seeing good abstract work is about expanding your own potential by stimulating brain, expanding the limits of your own mind that give new possibility to achieve anything in this world and connect with the universe. Thank you for the opportunity to share my world with you, dear listeners. You can find more of my work at www.annapolukord.com, as well as all the news on Instagram page @Anna Polukord.